was sacked.
Julius, Frazier, Peppers.
Second down and 10. Crowd just for a second there catching its collective breath. They've had reason to scream all day long. McPherson in trouble. They'll have reason to scream again. Julius Peppers. Tackle of the game for Peppers. Another sack. Peppers comes inside. The linebacker comes along on the outside. And then you've got another guy coming on the outside of him.
Four receivers spread the formation as they shift the tight end right out with three wide receivers. Long count by Rivers. He's in trouble and sacked inside the 10. Julius Peppers.
See if they come after him, 3rd and 18. Campbell chased out of trouble, looks up and finds Moore, and Moore hit immediately at the 22 by Julius Peppers.
Wow. Mike, is that playing on space or what?
That is playing, that's stopping the fast break.
Hey,
is what that's doing.
That guy needs to be standing up to play, really. He can fly.
Again, we talked about the top play in space, playing. He's on the right side of the screen. They're going to try a twist first. He's going to come underneath. Then he's just going to follow the ball, follow the quarterback. That's hustle again. Pursuit. If he's not there, nobody else is.
Sims rolls, had it batted in the air. Julius Peppers almost intercepted that.
That's one on the waggle. Peppers, what a play! He batted it, and he also made the interception. That is the definition of athleticism and skill.
Right here, it looks like he's going up for the two-hand slam. Hold on. Watch Julius Peppers right here, and you'll see a great athlete right there. Recognize, sees the guard pulling around. Here he comes. Watch you get up and go. Got a little get up, and he has the presence of mind to keep his balance and make a great play. Not just a good play, a great play. He's going up for the slam dunk.
I got one question.
Finishes.
First, second, or third pick in the draft?
4th and 6 from the 21. Wanky, play action, getting some heat, trying to scramble out of it, and down he goes. So that one backfires as he's dropped back at the 24-yard line. Julius Peppers again coming around that backside.
A good call by Ken Browning to put some heat. The defensive coordinator for the Tar Heels put some heat on Wanky and get him out of the pocket.
Here's the empty backfield right now.
Look for something quick here. They're not going to let it go on back.
They brought Sloan Thomas back there, and they're just going to pitch it to him. The wide receiver on a sort of end around, but he's not going to get there. Nice job by the North Carolina defense.
And as we mentioned, his brother Mike on this staff with him. Quentin Griffin hit from behind, and there's Peppers. There's the All-American effort right there that you look for from the 6'6", 285-pound junior.
You saw how he moved right there, and John Bunning says he reminds him a lot of Lawrence Taylor. That's big words, but Julius Pepper making a good play.
Three wide receivers to the bottom of your screen, and then a pass tipped, intercepted by Peppers, and Peppers will score the first touchdown of the night for North Carolina from 29 yards out. There is what they look for from the big All-American. He had disappeared in the early part of the game, but he shows why he has the label there.
Great players make big plays. Julius Peppers now makes this a football game. And the offensive guys on the sideline jumped up with joy because something good happened for North Carolina. Bobby Stoops didn't want to happen. They talked about the 500 pass attempts in fall practice by Nate Hibble with only one interception. Here he just makes a big mistake because Julius Peppers is right in the line of the throw. There's the cut block, and he was not successful. Frank Romero.
Matchup to watch. As we said, the All-America's head-to-head Simmons battling Peppers. In all likelihood, the final game as a Tar Heel for Julius, who expects to lead for the Pros early. And a gain of 3 on the first carry of the night for Chris Butler.
Florida State beginning to mount something here on the Carolina side of midfield. And pushed back by the front. Gang tackling Peppers, Chapman. There's number 49 along with 28, Billy D. Greenwood.
Last play in the first quarter. Sacked that time. It is a fumble.
That's Joey Evans, it looks like, picked up that ball. Trying to see his number.
Down to the 1-yard line goes Joey Evans of North Carolina, being congratulated by his Tar Heel teammates. It'll be first and goal for the Tar Heels. Julius Peppers made the play, made the strip. Not the huge numbers from Phillip Rivers we've become accustomed to, but he's been very effective. Hands it off to Robinson, and the crowd back into it now, fired up as Julius Peppers made the tackle.
4 receivers. Look out. Hill goes down via Peppers. On cue, Julius shows that incredible quickness.
Yeah, he made Eric Dumas, the left tackle fan on this block. I mean, blinding quickness getting inside the tackle to make that play. And the one asset you can't teach rushing the passer is speed and quickness. And that initial move on the second step inside is NFL material.
They fake it to him. Blindsided and fumbling the football is Godsey, but the tight end, Russell Matvey, able to jump on the ball. A flag is down anyway.
Coming off the edge, Peppers, known for his tremendous speed, beats Dorsey, and then he just comes with a club to the chin.
But let me ask you a question. Why would the penalty flag be 15 yards down the field if it was for that? It had to be something else. I don't know exactly where it was.
Tonight.
Yes, he is.
So on third down, Godsey over the middle, intercepted. Intercepted by Thornton. Thornton brings it inside the 45. We talked about this guy, the former walk-on, and became a starter and earned his scholarship. Makes a monstrous play in this game.
Big play by Thornton, created by Julius Peppers. The pressure, once again, it's 3 times in a row here. Julius Peppers is going to come underneath on a stunt, goes right through the double team, gets Dorsey to throw the football quick, and Thornton steps up and makes the play. Look at that, look at that strength.
North Carolina has only surrendered 4 drives all year, but their offense has betrayed them. Florida State needs 4. Jones, Hendon, will not get it. Julius Peppers, the first man to it.
Look out, my friend.
I don't think Perry yelled look out quite quick enough.
Oh, you can't yell it fast enough.
Butler nails for loss of 4, and they read the shovel pass perfectly. Ronnie Brown immediately swarmed. Hit first by Dexter Reed. Peppers soon after.
Dexter Reed, a great job with the read. Peppers came on a stunt. He was an end, and he came on a twist, so he ended up in the inside right with Reed to make the play. But you're seeing some great athletic by both teams right now. See that? You see Reed, he's reading it all the way. He's right there, gets the hit.
When they got really behind, they fought hard. They played well here in the second half.
They're going to have to hurry here. 4 seconds, down to 3 on the play clock. And the pitch to Griffin, and look at this pursuit. And Monk is going to get credit for the tackle, but the guy was out there to hit him first. Was Thornton.
He's down for a loss on the field line.
Now faces another third down. This time 3rd and 15 with the penalty. Swing pass and a dangerous pass. It's picked off by Peppers. Julius Peppers in the end zone. 38-7. Julius Peppers. What an athlete. What a player.
Some of those options away, and Friedgen right now going with the short passing game with Sean Hill.
3rd and 7. Look at the pressure. And once again, Hill goes down. Reintroduced to Julius Peppers. He is so good.
Yeah, he's good. And you know, this front four is so athletic, a lot of speed. This time he utilizes an outside move and a little strength there. I mean, he got locked up on the outside with the left tackle and just forced his way through. He's moving up the charts pretty quickly.
Clemson, 3rd down and 16. Hansler has time and now is sacked by guess who? Julius Peppers. His 9th sack of the season.
Right here, Julius Peppers and Akil Smith. Now he's getting all the ball he can get. See how close he's lined up on the ball? Now this is not actually a bad job by Akil Smith, but Julius Peppers has the presence to come back inside.
They haven't shown if they like to run a lot of zone or a lot of men. They've kind of changed it up. Norm Chow, the offensive coordinator, wants to see what they're going to do. 4 wide receivers, and they hand it off to Ray Robinson. He's the only running back who has touched the ball in the last 2 games for NC State. Julius Peppers made the tackle.
Oklahoma wants that clock to run. Another reason for that sweep. Run the ball, try to run this.
Take up as much time as you can. Sideline to sideline.
Keep Durant off the field. No marker, but the tackle came out of his stance. White running for his life, and he'll be knocked out of bounds on the near sideline and stop the clock with 6:18 to play. Julius Peppers is the man who bumped him out.
And North Carolina's #1 ranked ACC defense, 15th in the country, has held Auburn to just 13 total yards on their first 2 possessions. This starts with a toss sweep to Chris Butler, and Butler will pick up 5 on 1st down. Michael Waddell from cornerback for another tackle.
Julius Peppers looking like anything but a basketball player. He looked like an excellent football player. The tight end trying to block down on him, sheds him like a rag doll.
DJ Johnson and Roy Williams, the wide receivers for Sims, but it's a little counter to Benson, and he goes down for a loss. Joey Evans off the defensive line, along with Eric Davis there to make the hit. They got nice penetration on this play.
Greg Davis, offensive coordinator, was telling us he was going to try and get him in there earlier today. But this defense, this has been a frustrating and a different.
1st down at the 48. Ricks again.
Intercepted by Peppers. Julius Peppers. His 2nd interception of the season. He's a pick-a-pepper. Ricks doesn't even look. He just throws his ball off the back foot. He doesn't check for the other side. Anytime you have a crossing route, you got to look ahead of yourself. Throws it off his back foot. Peppers drops out from the defensive line spot.
Run with Perry, and the Julius Peppers long arm of the law there to pull him down. The junior, as John Saunders mentioned at the top of the show, basketball was not a part of Julius Peppers' focus after the hoop season ended last year. He is not going to play basketball this year, just football. He's stronger, bigger, and just as good.
Yeah, he's the most talented big man, at least athletically, in the country.
Let's see if McPherson will throw it. Nope. They've got him. Julius Peppers is there, so Kevin Knight.
For McPherson, the difference a year makes. Last year he could outrun those guys.
Yep.
He ain't outrunning these guys. He's not sure everything is downfield, so he's going to tuck it in and run.
He was wobbling. Back to the sideline from the 47. Toss sweep, Travis Minor lose yardage, loss of almost 2. Julius Peppers, one of the first guys there to meet him.
And now he's on the tight end, Lorenzo Diamond head-to-head on 3rd and 2. And Moore swarmed for no gain.
I'll tell you who made that play, Michael. You'll love this. Ryan Sims, number 87, the best dressed and best looking player on the field by his own admission.
Oh, and limping, that's not good there.
He took Ben Nowlin and drilled him in the backfield. That's a bad feeling when you're the center lined up right here. He's going to take the whole thing back in the backfield. No place to go. Too big a pile. 2 yards deep in the backfield.
3rd and 10. Hill brought down by Peppers. The 3rd sack of the game for the 2 sports star who's now focused totally on football.
If Maryland is going to continue on this football game and have a chance to win this ACC opener, they have to stay out of obvious passing situations. 3rd and 10, 3rd and 15.
At the University of Carolina as the head coach. 10 minutes left in the ball game. All North Carolina. True freshman Adrian McPherson at a quarterback. Here's an end around. Nothing doing. Solomon Gardner dropped in his tracks. Julius Peppers stayed home to make the tackle. And the All-American defensive end also has an interception today.
Well, if you just joined us, it's been a combination of inability at the offensive position on the quarterback on Florida State, and then just tough play like Peppers right here by North Carolina defensively.
North Carolina led in this game 7-0, then gave up 9 points, including a safety on a bad snap and punt formation to Florida State in the second quarter. But since then, 27 unanswered points for the Tar Heels.
So it becomes just ingrained in the head of the quarterback, Dee Bryant. Down again. Oh, guess who? Julius Peppers. Well, you really saw the explosive speed of Julius Peppers tracking down a great athlete in Dee Bryant. That's his second sack.
He can just come off the ball. He's got such great spurts coming off the ball. He can defeat the offensive block. Let's take a look at it. He goes right through it, explodes right through the offensive tackle, Drew Stronghead. And, you know, he's strong, he's quick, he's everything that you look for. Like I say, you'll see him a long time in the NFL.